Since the dawn of time, inventions have been a part of human history. We've seen a lot of innovations that have revolutionized our lives, from the wheel to vehicles, airplanes to computers. Some were for the better, while others were for the worst. However, there is no denying that these modern inventions have had a significant impact on our lives and have aided us in living better lives. We'll learn about some of the most well-known modern inventions that have made our lives easier in this video. I'm confident you'll learn something new and intriguing that will surprise and delight you. The discovery of penicillin is one of the most important medical discoveries in history. The year was 1928. A Scottish-born biologist and pharmacologist, Alexander Fleming, had returned to St. Mary's Hospital in London after spending the summer months with his family at their cottage on the Isle of Wight. While packing up his belongings, he noticed that one of his culture dishes was contaminated with fungus which had prevented the Staphylococcus bacteria from growing. Upon examination, he found tiny clusters of spores within the culture that were able to inhibit bacterial growth. He tested it on mice and humans and found that it could kill bacteria and cure infected wounds. This discovery would be known as penicillin, one of the world's first antibiotics. The invention is the key to developing new things from old. Space exploration has been around since ancient times, when humans first looked up at the stars and wondered what was out there. In modern times, space exploration has continued in a more concrete way with spacecraft that have been launched into space with the purpose of furthering our knowledge about space and space science. The invention of space exploration is truly what opened up the universe for humanity to explore. Having the ability to travel around the galaxy has given us a new perspective on life and our place in the universe. Space exploration has allowed us to not only discover planets outside of our solar system, but has also enabled us to learn about our own planet more than ever before. Space exploration has provided us with some of the most important inventions. The first satellite, Sputnik, was launched in 1957 by the Soviet Union, Russia. Since then, space exploration has led to many other inventions including weather satellites and GPS tracking systems. The invention of space exploration has helped us to overcome many challenges in the modern world. It is an important knowledge that can help all humankind to reach new heights and achieve our full potential. The wonderful times we live in should be looked upon with pride, because it is only through innovations like this one that we can truly start moving forward as a species. Over the last decade, there has been a huge increase in online access for people all over the world. Unfortunately, this increased access has not affected everyone equally. Many rural areas are still unconnected to the internet, and much of that is due to a lack of infrastructure. There are still areas that do not have access to reliable internet. Satellite comes to the rescue for these communities because it is able to provide high-quality internet connection, even when other forms of connectivity are out of reach. The world is, and has been, shrinking year by year, and the internet is a big part of that. Remote communities can now be connected to the rest of society through satellite internet access, and this allows them to make use of all the benefits we take for granted. Social media platforms like YouTube and Facebook, online shopping platforms like Amazon, video calling software like Skype that allows people to stay in touch with friends and family. 3D printing is one of the most exciting developments in technology. 3D printing is a technology that allows you to take a computer file and create a physical object out of it. 3D printing allows people to create things made out of plastic. The printer uses a material called filament to print layers of plastic on top of each other until the object is made. The printer can automatically fix any mistakes it makes while printing. When we want to make something, sometimes it's hard. Like if you want to make a toy for your child, then you have to buy that toy in the store, or maybe try to make one yourself. But now we have these machines that can make toys for our children. And they can make them out of anything. 3D printing has been around for a few years now, but it seems to have really taken off recently. With many companies such as Microscope and Stratasys getting involved with the 3D printing scene, we are seeing increased availability of affordable printers that can be used in homes and schools all over the world. 3D printing is a new emerging technology that has been used in many industries such as medical, dental and design. It's also used for research purposes. The magical device that has allowed us to see what can't be seen with the naked eye. Scientific discoveries and technological innovations often come with a significant impact. The microscope is one such discovery that has had a significant impact on society and the development of modern science. The microscope was first invented by the Dutch spectacle maker Zacharias Janssen in 1590. It was a very primitive device and could magnify objects only 3 times. The first ever compound microscope, which is used even today, was built by the Italian scientist Galileo Galilei in 1609. He used 2 lenses of different magnifying power to build this microscope. He called it a Chiolino or little eye. This was one of the crucial inventions in history that has helped scientists learn more about the world around us. The invention of the microscope allows people to see small things clearly. For example, if you had a cut on your hand, you could use a microscope to find out what type of bacteria was making you sick. Without the microscope, it would be hard to identify what kind of bacteria was causing that particular sickness. Before this invention, people believed that there were no living creatures smaller than cats and dogs. But when scientists started using microscopes, they found tiny organisms like bacteria, viruses, protozoa, etc. They helped scientists discover that germs cause disease, that cells are the basic building blocks of life. The invention of the microscopes are one of the most important inventions of all time. The microscope has added a new dimension to the world of science. From allowing us to see cells and bacteria to making discoveries about viruses, it's had an immeasurable impact on the way we understand our world. As the microscope changed the world in so many ways, it is difficult to imagine how we would have progressed without its invention. Even today, microscopes are used in almost every profession and industry imaginable. This is about 2 centuries after the invention of the telescope, which changed how we see things and what we can learn from them.